Looking at the records for each of these schools, Niagara kind of been hurting bad this season so far. So they definitely are looking to prove something here. St. Peter's has been looking pretty solid, though, for what I've been seeing so far. In fact, yeah, so today we may witness.
Oh, okay. Well,
Niagara's
that's quick damage right out the bat. Only taking 13 damage with a nice quick spike. Oh, my God.
We're trying to witness Niagara's first victory within this collegiate series. And that is definitely not
you can't do it to him like that, man. Okay. Either way, regardless, St. Peter's with a super strong start. But honestly, Darkcat making a pretty quick comeback, and comeback has been made.
Outplayed, outskilled, outsmarted. Oh my! Yo!
Yes.
The windmill. That was insane. Really good combo right there for Ricardo. I'm pretty sure Fiction could have neutral air dodged after the last up there. I think everything else was pretty true throughout that entire string. The scary thing about Falcon, man, is that if he touches you once, you're going on a ride. Woo! Yo, Ricardo, though, hunting for these kills right now, man.
Yeah, I really like the fact that he trapped the landing, and it was just like, hey man, I'm gonna give you all the options to not die, but if you do normal get up like a dummy, you're gonna eat this up smash.
I want to see Fiction maybe start using a bit more of Samus's better tools to space out with. Not so much relying on projectiles at a close range, but maybe using more Zaire or like the arrow. But it's not gonna matter. Ricardo gonna be kind of mopping that one up pretty convincingly. I like how the St. Peter's chicken has a headset on. He's reporting it. Ricardo kind of snapped that game. Like, Brain was mashed potatoes for first stock, but they had their up air conversions like on point. Like, they used the platforms on PS2 really, really nicely.
Yeah, let's see this first stock where he was just like, he's like, get out of here. Where are you going?
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah, he also didn't have his jump in anything, so like there was really no damage control.
Yeah, up till kind of crazy. You know, a lot of Falcons don't.
Oh yeah, then there was that, right?
Then Brain went to mash
just
potato.
see that again. Just send him out. And he's just like, you know what?
He jumped back.
You can have this.
Missed it by a hair too, and the bomb missed him by a hair as well. That's so sad.
Good lord.
But like, that was just kind of like Ricardo had his conversions well with up air. Used the platforms really, really nicely. I love that landing trap right there.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was so good. If I'm Fiction, I'm definitely going to be trying to keep more on my toes and use more normals than specials. Falcon can break space pretty easily. Also, try to get out of those windmill combos, please. Try to air dodge button, please.
Hold away.
Please hold away. Please do not hold in on Mr. Falcon Man. But Ricardo kind of snapping quite a bit. My man was looking super duper solid. I've not heard of Ricardo before, but he's looking good.
So game 2, we're going to be starting off on Battlefield. Just right off the bat, just super hard edge guard.
Did you see the unnecessary movement at the beginning? Hold on, I'm about to put the work on you real quick.
Hey, yo, peep this.
You watch this real quick. Still though, Fiction making it back a little bit.
Oh my God.
I'm still not liking these point blank shots with the side B. Like you gotta mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it feels like that Darkcat isn't like building up enough space to like get what Samus wants to do, because just Ricardo's just not giving him any room.
Is there Darkcat? Because I remember them playing on different switches last time, if I recall correctly.
I mean, unless the captains lied directly to my face. It's Darkcat.
It could be, actually. I don't know. But Ricardo right now blowing open a fat lead right now for St. Peter's. Darkcat just can't seem to get themselves situated or planted on the ground firmly, and then Ricardo is staying on them, which is what you have to do against Samus for sure. Do not let her get her space. Do not let her get her setup.
Yeah.
Just stay on her if you can. And oh my God, rip your shins. Oh R.I.P. to your shins, bro. They're gone. My man just ran up and did it. Chased him down like he owed him money, bro. That was crazy.
That
Ricardo opening a fat lead right there.
That was a quick one. Now we're at 7-0.
They had to make up for lost time.
Yeah,
They had to make up for the half an hour difference.
I appreciate it. Honestly.
That was kind of wild, though. Dark Hat just couldn't get themselves planted on the ground.
Yeah.
I think they looked a little uncomfortable. Ricardo playing each of those stocks perfectly. I love the get-up attack into up B right there. That's perfect. And these conversions, wow!
Let's
Holy
see that again.
moly! Clip that one. That was so cool. That was like some Nick C stuff right there.
Boom.
The down throw, frame perfect RAR back air, double jump back air, and caught the jump up with up B. Would have been dead if they missed that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, if he whiffed the up B? Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Not even a contest. Like was definitely dead. He bet it all because he's on his first stock. So like, who cares?
And the run up down smash to beat out the side B. That was nutty. And I think there was a little bit of missed DI out that down smash. But my man Dark Hat dropped his hands.
All right, so this is going to put St. Peter's at a whopping 7-0.
Holy moly.
You know, 2 stock and 3 stock. That's super strong lead.
It's tough because I know St. Peter's is one of the more solid crews in this league. So Niagara definitely has like a huge mountain to climb in terms of that. In fact, I think St. Peter's has literally only dropped one crew battle, and that was to the University of Hawaii last week. Other than that, they have literally blown out every other crew. Like, I'm talking first week 1, 28-0. Week 2, 26-0. The week after that, they kept it pretty, or 20-8 against Marist. Like, they have been blowing out and even against Hawaii, it was 14-12. So it was nail-bitingly close. So these guys are looking very, very powerful here.
Okay, so our next match is going to be from Niagara, Tev versus St. Peter's Azumi.
So we're gonna be seeing Luigi versus, I don't know, no clue, no idea.
Yeah, I don't remember Azumi. So
I know Tev. I definitely know who Tev plays. I'm pretty sure it's Luigi, but I'm not too sure about Azumi. If I had to guess, I'd say probably Zelda or Palu, just given their tag.
With a name like that?
Yeah, like Azumi. That's like the most Palu, but I could be wrong. Could be Joker or something. I don't know. I got no clue. One thing I've noticed is that everybody loves Tev so much. Every time this man is about to step into the stream, everyone goes nuts for Tev.
It's Tev time.
He's like Chaz from he's like Chaz or Duke Devlin from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone's all over him.
He just walks into the room and Sexy Back starts playing. Just God. Awful.
My theme music is getting weaker. Or it's like slowed down because he's like feeling sick or whatever. If you guys haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, please watch it. It's so funny. It is so good. It's really well written, and it'll give you the right nostalgic tinge as well as make you crack up. Chat saying, look, if you don't simp for Tev, I'm sorry.
Laugh my ass off if you're not simping for Tev at all times in all hours of the day.
You definitely have to reconsider your life if you're not simping for Tev.
All right, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Luigi versus Fox.
Mewtwo? Wait, Luigi versus Fox?
Yeah, Luigi versus Fox.
So, this matchup, if Fox gets grabbed, he gets taken for a little bit of a ride. However, if Fox hits Luigi, Luigi's getting taken for a ride. So it's definitely a pretty volatile matchup on both sides. It's up to Azumi to really play as safe as they possibly can. Camp out with lasers because this can happen. This exact thing right here can happen where you just get taken on Luigi's magic carpet ride.
Yeah, like when you're a character like Fox, you're a spacey. You have exploitable recovery and stuff like that. Luigi can't exactly take too much advantage of all that stuff. So just don't give him the one thing that he wants. You have stuff that's safe on block, like use that back air. And just like play runaround. He's not as fast as you, so do it.
Luigi mains only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
It's disgusting, yes. And I don't have to sub in anymore. Dara is back. Take it away, Dara.
Ahoy gamers! So sorry about that. I have returned. Thank you so much, Devin, for holding it down. Sean, tell us a little bit about what's going on.
All right, so right now St. Peter's kind of slapping up Niagara. However, looking at a more even game. We've got Tev against Azumi right now. Azumi on Fox, Tev on Luigi. And right now, Tev doing a pretty good job of doing what Luigi does best against Fox, which is touch Fox and then blow him up to 80% or 60%. And so far, we got a pretty early lead on Tev right now. Yeah, I'd say the best way to play this matchup as Fox is just camp like your life depends on it and use your safest moves. Do not take risks that are unnecessary. Do not use, like, just Nair and safe poke tools are really, really good. Also using laser to, like, make the differential. And yeah, that'll be it right there. Tev biting off a little more than he could chew right there with that recovery, unfortunately. Misfire is a blessing and a curse for Luigi.
Yeah, and right now, I just kind of feel like, excuse me, like Fiction is just sort of like fighting the way out of this advantage so much against Fox. Oh man, those buttons are coming out so well.
Oh, by the way, all of Niagara is on Fiction switch, so right now it's
Fiction switch. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, though, looking pretty even. Like, Azumi gets the damage started really, really nicely. They just have to stay on Luigi and make sure they're not dropping any hits. Like, you have to play pretty razor tight. Same thing goes for Luigi, honestly. Like, if you give either Fox or Luigi any sort of mileage, like, they're going to be able to build up a lot of percent.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, that was such a good stall to wait out the up smash. That was a really, really good idea. Just able to really fake it out. But I also feel like Azumi's like, I don't know, as soon as like Fox gets Luigi off stage, what is Fox supposed to do? You know?
Just
like,
kind of wait.
Fox doesn't want to commit like that.
Yeah. You typically don't edge guard Luigi as Fox unless it's like very, very easy. I guess he doesn't really lose anything from doing drop off Nair unless Tev is very confident as edge guarding. That's a free up smash right there, yeah. Yeah, if it's kind of willy-nilly thrown out right there by Tev, I feel like he could have waited a little bit to throw that, like right there, for example.
Ooh,
that was
those
perfect.
up tilts. That was a perfect time just to sit and shield because, like, honestly, what is Luigi gonna do? Jump at this advantage? Absolutely not. No, he's either gonna like Cyclone, Nair, air dodge, and I think all of that could have been reactable. So you against Luigi, you always gotta like drop your stuff a little bit early and just sort of wait and see if he's gonna press a button out of it because his buttons, man, them things are quick.
And I'm liking the range being respected right here by Azumi on Tev. I like how they're just trying to safely poke out and establish as much damage as they can. It's getting probably a little frustrating for Tev to get in. He's starting to whiff a lot more on the aim bar. Now Fox. I feel like Tev could also be edge guarding Azumi a little harder.
Yeah.
You know? Firefox is a dead fox, as they say.
Firefox is dead fox, absolutely. Like a drop down now. Drop down anything with Luigi. Like, you know, or even an attempt to two-frame, but we just did not see that at all through Tev. No, like, filter, nothing, but, oh, buddy, that Cyclone sucks you up.
That was a really interesting Cyclone right there, too. Yeah, one grab from Tev can definitely even this game back up, but also, one whiff also can kind of do Tevin as well.
I mean, honestly, this could be the game right here, but chooses to off-lead the Cyclone, putting him effectively outside of, like, you know, the down-through shenanigan stuff. Wow, getting so much mileage, just catching all these landings.
Ooh, boy.
How is Azumi going to be able to take this stock? They're being really patient with it, but you get too patient with it, you don't start chomping through the bit, and that's it. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Wait for your opening. You know, Tev didn't really need to approach there, I feel like. They could have waited. Like, they were playing really, really well under the platform, just shielding, going for, like, pivot grabs. Luigi, for most of the time, kind of wants to stay grounded or just not doing anything super-duper risky.
Yeah.
Fox up smash is, like, stupidly quick. It's a great out-of-shield option to punish anything that's remotely laggy, and Azumi played that really, really well. Tev kind of giving up the lead. He gave himself at the beginning a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that dash attack. It was like unnecessary. I feel like that was out of sort of desperation.
Yeah.
You know, Tev just sort of feeling like, okay, well, I really got to go even this up right now. You know, like look at this deficit. And so they were just trying to force these interactions when I feel like Azumi like really quickly established that they were just, they're just gonna play it back. They're gonna play it back. They're just gonna wait a little bit and see what happens.
Ooh my, Tev though doing a lot of really good work to kind of even it up just a little bit. Didn't let Azumi run too wild with it, and only let 1 point, get tacked on. But still, for every game that St. Peter's wins, like they already have a pretty fat lead off of just one set, given how well Ricardo did at the start. So
Talk to me about that. What happened there?
So it was Dark Samus versus Falcon, and Ricardo kind of turned into Nick C for a second. My man had his conversions down super hard, stayed on top of Dark Hat's Samus a lot of the time, and converted immaculately, and managed to secure 7 points. You know, just cleaning them out 2 game 3, stocking them game 2 as well. So Dark Cat got sent packing kind of pretty hard.
I see.
He's looking solid too. Like not
very patient. I love the laser usage, honestly. Like when they saw like Luigi like charging up smash, like on the other side of the stage, instead of like thinking to themselves, well, you know, what can I do that's minimal risk? They're like, okay, laser go brrr, because it's just free damage. You don't have to commit. You can just shoot for free, and Luigi is forced to approach. Fox has so much better mobility than Luigi, and it's just, you know, that little bit of chip damage can just really go a super long way.
Absolutely. So game 2, I don't know what stage we're going to see. Hopefully my man Tev Van Triplats against Fox. Also Kalos, maybe, because Kalos I know is also another good Fox stage, just given how Fox's recovery can be teched 3 bajillion times. I'm looking like we're going to Smashville, which was the same stage I believe we got game 1, so it's something that Tev might be very, very comfortable with.
Well, I really like the laser play, just so like forcing Luigi to commit, because obviously like eventually he's gonna have to start breaking space. And then as soon as like he forces a button out of Luigi, you know, he's able to get a couple of hits. No bigger punish out of that down throw. I feel like that could have been a whole lot more damage.
Oh boy. I actually like that fireball a lot right there. Might have been a misinput or just something they wanted to do to keep space, but I feel like it actually, like throwing a projectile, can kind of keep Fox on their toes a little bit. Anything you could do to make, you know, because right now Azumi has definitely established that they want to keep a mid-range between them and Tev. A big enough range so that they can whiff punish Tev whenever Tev decides to swing a little too hard. So I feel like if Tev tries to close that space with fireballs here, then it'll force Azumi to kind of respect a little bit more.
Azumi's patience is great. Like, I just, you know what, I really like retreating laser play. Laser is so good that it's such a good button that people really don't talk about. Especially on somebody with mobility like Fox, he can run away from you and just do it.
Fox do put in that work. I like these pummels right now. Fox's pummel being one of the quicker ones in the game, so it can pack off a lot of damage off a grab before Fox ultimately decides to use F throw to get stage. And okay. My man tethered to him and just lost his fingies.
Man, I have no idea what happened there, and I'm not a fan of it. Wow, Tev was just so ready for that high side B. They positioned themselves immaculately, and still no punish. Really unfortunate.
Ooh, okay. Oh my, okay. Very, very interesting option right there for Tev, but I like it a lot, actually. Because that is invincible on startup, I'm pretty sure.
And if the win box pushes you up, like, the up smash, like, won't really come out. It'll, like, you know, like what happens if you, like, you know, fall off the stage while charging a smash attack, or if you're in the middle of another attack. It does, like, an aerial.
Oh, boy. Okay, though, Tev closing it out, or rather, Azumi closing it out on Tev right there, and hopefully trying to make up for the lost ground off of that unfortunate SD that they had before. I gotta say though, I like Tev's patience as well. He's not freaking out too much by Azumi forcing more space between the two of them. He's more so trying to use like safe aerials.
What a jab block. Ooh, finishing off the multi-jab. Tries to set up another one. I feel like that would have only worked on like another fast volley, but I appreciate the sentiment there. That was just a really clean sequence overall, honestly.
Okay. Oh, excellent right there. Good
nice finisher. Gets a good bit of damage. Gets the stage control. I love the fact that instead of immediately punishing that down air, they understood that, you know what, Luigi could throw out another button here if I'm not careful. I don't want to contest that. I'm going to back off. I'm going to laser a little bit.
Oh, boy. Okay, Tev's swinging for the fences right now, trying to get Azumi to
that's going to be it.
Good back throw right there. I like that a lot. Fox being pretty light. Will die to most kill throws pretty early. 120 at the ledge against the slightly ragey Luigi. However, my man Tev feeling so bad for Azumi losing that stock that he decided, you know what, I'll give up on it. I want this to be uneven.
Oh. Is it time?
Oh, time.
Oh, mamma mia. That was okay. I mean, that was really cool, but like, I would have at least liked to see the up B tech chase, because that would have definitely killed.
That was kind of balling. That was kind of balled out right there. That was so much damage, and Tev closing it out for that game.
Oh my goodness.
Over Azumi.
That should not be allowed. Why is Luigi's damage output like this?
That was the Tev factor right there that we just saw, Dara. That was the Tev factor. That's what everyone gets hyped for, you know.
That just made me uncomfortable.
Really unfortunate. Both people SDing, so I think it's okay. More even than anything right there.
Well, being able to put on damage like that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, especially on Fox. That's why SDI against Luigi is so important. You want to get out of the combos as soon as you can. So make sure you're SDIing out or in, mixing it up so that way Luigi can't follow it as well or as easily. If you guys don't know what SDI is, it's literally just wiggling the gray stick on your controller in a direction back and forth to maximize the amount of inputs you put out. So that way you will get sent even further off of little tiny hits that'll send you a tumble. That is aka nerd speak for wiggle gray stick when in big combo, because big combo hurt a lot. If you wiggle a lot, then you get out of big combo.
Yeah. That's all I can say to you, yeah.
Yeah. And Fox, unfortunately, is a fast faller, so he does get wombo comboed quite a bit. So the mix. However, Tev putting a point on the board for Niagara, making all the Tev simps in the chat happy.
Will you simp for Tev? Would you?
I don't know him personally, but from what I've seen, like, what chat is describing him as basically is the type of guy that donates to, like, dog shelters when he's drunk or something.
Chat, how much money would you send to Tev's Cash App? Drop numbers below. But anyways, game 3 between Tev and Azumi. That was such a really good release of food.
That last stock, my man Tev was living in Azumi's head rent-free from that one. No utilities being paid whatsoever. Oh my god. Okay. So FD, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, Dara. I don't know why Fox would take Luigi to FD.
Granted, I feel like a lot of Fox's win condition is sort of like being able to successfully jump in on you. Not having the plats is like, okay, well, now he has like a reliable way to mix, right? Either he's gonna like fake out a double jump or something, or he's gonna go for like nail up smash. And I think FD is just really, really good for that. That being said, Azumi, gotta watch out on these techs in, because Tev ain't having any of them right now.
Oh boy. All right, that was Azumi trying to keep somewhat of a backline. I feel like they're backing off in neutral a little too quickly, giving Tev more room. Like, having Luigi in the corner is pretty good because he has a very limited amount of options he can use. Oh, okay.
Phenomenal job, look. That's exactly what I want to be seeing.
We've got those.
Nice and classic. I really kind of feel like, I don't know. I think that a lot of times when Tev is like really fishing for grab, and he's getting hit out of it a lot with dash attack, because as soon as he's like starting to bait it out a little bit, but that's gonna be the back go. No mash out of the pommel, Mamma Mia.
Yeah, definitely Mamma Mia, Papa Pio. It just seems like when one person gets on the other in this matchup, they are just able to do so much damage or just get a lot of mileage. Tev obviously more so than Azumi, just given by nature of how Luigi compares to Fox in terms of their advantages on each other. But Azumi's been doing such a good job of keeping Tev on his toes. You know, he's been almost shutting Tev's approaches down a majority of the time and backing off to do lasers. And then when Tev comes in to approach, he'll hit him with a dash attack or something crazy. What in the name of God was that? That was crazy. That was a crazy get up. Who does get ledge jump there? Ooh. And yeah, Fox up air being a really, really good aerial for beating out attacks that are above it. So Tev definitely deployed that nair to try to stuff him out, as most Luigis do. It's a very, very quick option to throw out as a get-off-me tool.
Oh wow, even after the parry, that is so difficult. You know, like sometimes the finishers are like bigger than the multi-hits themselves, and you parry it, and you're like, well, I'm still stuck in this one.
You can't even roll behind it either. You kind of just have to respect it until they're done. Or if even get like
a good roll distance, and like they haven't pushed you back too far, you can definitely cross them up. But that's just like matchup knowledge. That's like knowing and being comfortable with your roll distance. That being said, Azumi kind of killing it this game right now. And now we're not seeing like those techs in. We're seeing Azumi be a little bit more careful, not able to get the side B into the up air. This time though, it's going to be able to connect, not kill though. Next one is definitely going to be able to take it.
Tev has got to be careful now. He's pretty much got to win a whole 2 stocks right here. He can maybe get something off here on his Azumi. Not quite getting a big enough punish right there. I like the stall to recovery right there by Azumi right there. Lining up their side B with the ledge. Oh! What were you reading? Tev was trying to read.
Tev whiffed 3 techs in and got punished with all of them.
Yeah.
Man. That was definitely like a bit of tunnel vision towards the end. They were so confident that Azumi was going to be able to was going to Tekken, but Azumi adapted really well to the coverage. Azumi, you know what, said, I'm gonna just stop this. I'm a Tekken place. I'm gonna tech out. I'm gonna miss this Tekken. Even if I did, I'm not gonna tech in, because it really did seem like this was the only option that Tev was covering towards the end. It was good in the beginning as an adaptation, but once you stick to it, it becomes a habit.
Oof. And my man got cooked, kind of, that game right there. Like, he kept trying to read options that weren't there and took a bunch of questionable swings. I feel like he just wasn't threatening grab enough either that game. Not respecting the good kicks that Fox has at his disposal.
Yeah, no, definitely.
My man's Jays never gets scuffed. He's always out here. My shoe game impeccable right now from Fox. But unfortunate stuff for Tev. It is going to put St. Peter's up quite a bit more with a pretty big lead, 12-1 right now. So Niagara is going to have to pull something out of their hat here, because at this point, I don't know. I don't know what they got. But they're going to need their last 3 players are going to have to make something happen here, because
and I mean, like, 12-1 is doable. It's still not like undoable, If it was like there's still 3 more sets ahead of them, Niagara can still pull this one through. It's just gonna take some consistent, steady play, and we'll see where we go from there.
The thing is, if they do lose this next set, I'm pretty sure that is curtains for them, because it'll put the point lead so far that they really won't be able to bring it back, I feel like. So going down 3 sets is going to be pretty bad. So hopefully, I believe it's Mbrock coming up next. Oh no, is it Tin? It's Tin Can actually coming in, it seems like. So it's going to be Cuffy versus Tin Can, I think.
I don't know any of these tags. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Do you remember? Do you have any recollection of these players, or are we just gonna start? Nice.
So Cuffy plays DDD, I'm pretty sure.
Nice. I like that. Ooh, I like that.
Mbrock, I believe, plays Rob. So.
Hey, Sean. You know how I feel about DDD, don't you?
Or rather, Tin Can plays. Sorry, Tin Can plays. So Tin Can plays Ike from last time I recall, and Cuffy plays DDD. So we're gonna be seeing some big boys hitting some big aerials and some big swings.
DDD Ike. If that's going to be the matchup that we're seeing, that is something that I've actually played quite extensively. Gosh, it's ridiculous. I feel like it's just really up to Ike just to be able to understand, like, what is DDD's area of effect in his jump callouts, because that's what DDD has to do a lot of.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to have to do like a lot of jump callouts, like a lot of like shoulder hop forwards, like a lot of, like shoulder hop forwards just to catch Ike mid-air before he falls down on you. But man, once Ike is in, like, it's just a struggle for DDD to get out of this advantage. But I will say though, Ike has to commit if he wants to get in on DDD, for sure. Like, he definitely has to like really push the boundaries and just be like going in on a lead. Otherwise, it might be a little bit difficult for him to win neutral sometimes.
Yeah, that's kind of how it's gonna be. So I'm very interested to see what Cuffy is capable of here. Tin Can struggled a little bit last time I watched him on stream. Maybe he's tightened some things up with a little more practice, though. We will see how it goes. But I believe we're just waiting on these 2 guys to join the arena and get their stage picks going down. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the stream so far. We've still got one more career battle for you, I believe, after this one wraps up. So, don't turn that dial just yet.
Yeah, no, not quite. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching so far. We got plenty of more games ahead of us. Just know that we really wouldn't be commentating had people not been, listening. So we wouldn't be here without you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So we're just waiting right now, for real. So pretty good crew battles we've gotten today so far, from what I've seen currently.
Oh yeah, and look at that. We're already ready to jump into the next game. And it is going to be DDD. Oh, I'm excited. You know how I feel about him, don't you?
Y'all ready for this? 3, 2. Here we go, yeah. DDD Ike. We're going to be seeing it. Tin Can versus Cuffy. This is pretty much Niagara's last chance to reverse the points in their favor before they have to start playing for points at that point. So far, though, Cuffy.
Ooh.
Cuffy doing DDD things right now.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Yeah, just catching that tech and telegraphing it so hard. Had the great idea on that side B, but unable to get the punish. Of course, DDD's ground game so difficult when he has to burst, because boy oh boy can that massive lad not go anywhere.
Oh boy.
Oh, Cuffy's gonna go.
I like that he used the full eruption there because it does get a hitbox extension, but it does take a while to charge up as well. But my man went for the full rev right there. Cuffy just staying back. And I like how Tin Can has been calling out these landings quite a bit.
Ooh, but not ready for that Gordo. Good job of like the coverage though, just to make sure that you're coming back onto stage nice and safe. Stuff getting a little bit choppy.
I don't know if that's Discord or the game. Not too sure.
Yeah, but either way, this is a nasty position to be in. Being at ledge and opponent against DDD, especially at kill percent, anything can kill you. Gordo, forward, F tilt, dash attack, you name it, buddy. Like it's nasty. Ooh, I had the right idea, but wow, Ike just zooms through this guys.
Oh wow. Good trade right there for Tin Can, taking it with the excellently spaced back air right there to ensure that that kill is going to happen. I like these quick draws because the quick draw hitbox is so constant and active that it can kind of force Gordo to not really be a big hindrance. And the end lag on it isn't too bad either.
Wow, able to link two nails and another up air hand of Gordo. Once DDD gets going, like the damage just really piles on, gets the hammer hit into the projectile itself. Cuffy's spacing with these is just super on point.
Okay, Cuffy trying to find his way in. I'm loving these up tilts to catch the cross ups right there from Cuffy. And
wow, what a catch!
My God. Tin Can could have kind of let that happen, but I think he got a little impatient, tried to beat it out or something. I feel like he could have just waited there. He wouldn't have broken his foot or anything. Would have been fine.
How's Cuffy? Cuffy's just gonna go right into Ike. Honestly, I feel like DDD can really sustain himself super well on the ledge. Just has so many tools just to be able to plank. I would like to see some of those.
Oh!
Goes for it. Doesn't get it all the way. Good mash. I don't know if that was a spit out or that was a mash. I really missed it at this point. But him going for it again. But really smart stuff from Tin Can. They just blew out a hitbox, understanding exactly what Cuffy was going for. Tries to go through the sweet spot, Gordo, but was a little bit too far forward.
They're coming out right there. Cuffy doing so much right now to extend this lead, though. Tin Can kind of struggling to finish the stock off right now to get in on Cuffy, and it can be a little bit of a struggle for Ike since he is kind of a little bit slow. But the excellently spaced F tilt right there is going to take up the stock. Cuffy looking pretty good, kind of slated to witness. I think Tin Can's got to get something started here. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, that was just like a good wait. Just had to like wait a second to refresh the situation. I would have really liked it if Cuffy like was going through those inhales off the stage to at least. Yeah,
like can't want it in at all.
This wasn't having any of it. Right now, going through like a whole lot of dashes, just trying to play around with the range. Wow.
You have to be careful. Jumping in front of Gordo, getting clipped by it once again. No jump left, and that is going to leave them open season right there for the Cloud. I would have liked to see like a quick draw or something right there.
Yeah, it would have been good just to start like charging quick draw really high in the sky and then react to Gordo. That's definitely a nasty place to be in because if you air dodge, you'll just be locked into getting hit by a forwarder down the line. But yeah, either way, this would have been the time to draw, to go for quick draws and stuff. But instead, they choose to burn the double jump, which as soon as that happened, that's the stock because you've exhausted your most important resource.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That was. That was an interesting game, I'd say, from both sides. Tin Can looked to have momentum at certain times, but Cuffy definitely, I think, held it a little bit better. But now, this really is Niagara's last chance at this point to have any sort of authority in this crew battle. I'm pretty sure if they do lose this next game, I'm pretty sure they're done skis at that point in terms of point differential. I could be wrong. I mean, there might be like a very slight margin for a comeback, but right now looking kind of hairy for them a little bit. I don't know how many more points that St. Peter's needs to make it pretty much a shutout at this point. I think they are at so it's 13-1 right now. So literally 3 more points. So if Cuffy wins this game by in fact, Cuffy just wins this game, they get another 3 points on the board for St. Peter's, and then the most that Niagara can do at that point is tie, and that's only through them playing absolutely perfectly, not dropping any games, and not dropping any stocks. So Tin Can, my man, you need to dig deep. You need to figure this one out.
You figure this one out. I feel like there's a lot of jump-ins, a whole lot of dash-ins, and nobody punishes better than DDD by just throwing out a nice, big, generous hitbox. You got to be throwing out some stuff preemptively. You got to pick and choose your approaches. You don't always have to be approaching all the time. You know, you can at least just pick and choose. And I feel like I haven't been seeing a whole lot of that from Tin Can. You know, once they were, and of course, they were able to get like a whole bunch of damage going. But I feel like for the most part, Cuffy just really, really dictated the pace brilliantly.
Oh, for sure. I don't know what stage we're going through. I think PS2 is honestly fine. Ike does like triplats as well, though, so we'll see how we doing at this game.
So they are going to be opting to go for the Smash Fill. Yeah, I agree with that choice. You know, Ike has to do a whole lot less approaching. Once he's in, and that platform is going to come in mad handy. Had the right idea, goes for the double down tilt. Oh, buddy, you didn't have to, but you did it. And now you died for it. You can't let DDD get that kind of space because honestly, he doesn't have a lot of buttons.
No.
His buttons aren't particularly disjointed. Good use of the high recovery there through the hitbox. You know, just to be able to cover the Gordo like that. In you go, buddy.
In you go. Yeah, Tin Can at an early stock is never what you want to see. Just against DDD, like it is so hard when he has the lead to kind of bring it back.
Cuffy
and
wants
how
it
heavy
again.
it is.
Cuffy wants it, but didn't get enough drift.
Boy.
God, I love DDD stuck in Cuff. It's one of my favorites.
Oh man, got lots of cheese.
You can inhale that one. No, you can inhale that really, really easily too.
Ooh. Good F tilt right there. I think Tin Can finally starting to catch onto it. F tilt definitely the option to deal with inhale when you're out of range where you can't react to it. Excellent dash attack right there. Yeah, Cuffy definitely wants it. Cuffy must be enjoying the taste of Ike right now because my man wants him in that mouth as much as he can.
Yeah, honestly, like there was a certain point when he was playing as DDD. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when you overcommit to like a really laggy option at ledge against DDD. You can just go for a high recovery, almost do whatever you're doing and mix you up. You just kind of die sometimes.
Now Tin Can needs to make a comeback right here. It is going to be curtains right there. Getting the dash attack, just barely not being able to kill right there. Tries to go for the dare off stage. I don't think that would even kill. Just given how much
mix up. You gotta be ready for it.
DD has so much armor on the way up that it's pretty hard to break it until he hits the, I believe, the apex of his recovery.
No, not like this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Tin Can just getting impatient once again. You do not have to rush into a smash attack, my man. You just gotta wait. Just be patient. It's okay. Don't get hit by it.
Man, Cuffy did such a good job of just catching all these dash-ins, all these jump-ins this game. You overcommit at ledge against DDD without spacing yourself appropriately, you're gonna get sucked off stage, buddy. You're gonna get inhaled, you're gonna be spat out, and you're gonna die because while you're under the platform, your recovery is mediocre, and you get pineappled. It's such an unfortunate series of events, but man, let me tell you, hitting this when you play DDD feels good. You feel good about yourself. You go to bed tonight and you're like, yeah, I did that. You know what I mean, Sean?
I feel bad for Tin Can because like that first stock was definitely unfortunate and kind of SD'd there by leaning his up E a little too far out. And
not even that, but I think they held down. I think they held down.
Some questionable choices too. Not catching like the recoveries on stage right there as well. Like they made a lot of good choices in certain instances, but definitely got way too impatient other times as well. And with Ike, you have to be consistent with that because his disadvantage can be kind of hell. He kind of schmooved on him a little bit. Yeah, he jumped. He had all the time in the world to not get hit by that and tried to use a very slow startup move like dash attack to get in on DDD, and that's not what you want to do. If you're trying to beat a smash attack, either do it with a move with range or just respect it. There's so much end lag after a smash attack, you can do whatever you want afterwards, depending on the character. If it's like Meta Knight or something, yeah, good luck punishing that. But
so yeah, what
stuff. And that'll be pretty much it for Niagara's chances here in this crew battle. I believe that was a 4-point differential. The only way Niagara can conceivably make it back,
double 3 stock, 2 sets of double 3 stock.
2 sets of double 3 stock, or 2 sets of 1 3 stock, 1 double 3 stock, 1 5 stock. So
yep. They need a 6-stock and they need a 5-stock.
It almost seems impossible, but you know,
and you know what,
the chances there.
Probably is.
Chances there, though. You know, I take the odds. You know, but at that point, Niagara still has Mbrock and Fiction. I believe Mbrock plays Rob. I can't recall who Fiction plays.
And once again, guys, like, you know, the points, they do matter at the end of the season. They'll all be added up for a little something. But, you know, it's not about winning the battle, guys. It's about winning the war. So just got to make sure to get those points on deck. We got to still keep fighting and keep representing your school. And hopefully, you know, you guys could, you know, it's still possible. Maybe they kept the deepest, most incredible players in the back.
It's going to be hard. Like I said, you always want to lead off with your strongest players. And so far, the MVP for Niagara is Tev, who was the only one who managed to get a game point in so far. Right now, the MVP for St. Peter's is Ricardo with it. Very, very impressive. 7 points being laid into. Yeah, Ricardo definitely looking like the strongest player from St. Peter's so far. But, you know, who knows what we got from 5 points and Ramen as well. Let's see how it goes. See how it goes.
And guys, while we wait for the next players to jump into the arena, just want to remind you guys of a couple of things. Number one, you should be keeping yourself nicely hydrated. I have here an absolutely massive water bottle. I'm keeping myself hydrated throughout the evening. It's really, really good for you guys. It's to avoid all sorts of health complications. You should do it. Number two, every 45 minutes or so, you should get up and stretch. Make sure that blood is pumping. Make sure those tendons are nice and loose. And with that being said, number 4, it's going to be between Fiction and 5 points. Lucas Falco. Wow. If Falco's off stage, I want to see him dead. Because Lucas, one of the most prolific, dangerous edge guarders, and Falco, one of the most linear and exploitable recoveries. 63. What?
Yeah, this could be kind of tough for Spacey against Lucas. Spacey, Falco combo game on floaties.
What an advantage.
Spacey combo game on floaties is like insane though. Like Falco, if your combo strings are super tight, there is almost no escape for a lot of characters. But SCI is super good. That being said though, tiny characters like Lucas, Ness, Pikachu, they can do a lot of damage to Spacey just given how their combo game is really, really good, and they have really no trouble shifting their tiny bodies into Falco. So right now we're seeing some good play right now from 5 points. Just kind of range Fiction out just a little bit.
Ooh, almost getting them down. It was so close to it, but really nice conversion side B into back here. Especially out of such a tight corner. Really, really good reversal. Fiction, you got to hold on to the stock, but you got to hold on to it for dear life.
Oh, boy. Fiction, yeah, taking a pretty early lead. And yeah, like I said, Spacey combo game, man. Falco combo game especially. Super duper lethal on floaties like Lucas.
I definitely feel like characters like Lucas definitely like struggle to land out of disadvantage, and Falco just blows them up. Being you know a character who relies on vertical combos. They don't have any fast hitboxes below them or nothing. They can't really fight their way out of it consistently. The nail, I love the preemptive neutral, just catching any kind of attempt to approach. What's the play here?
Oh boy. I like that. I like the double down tilt, and I like the shine right there. Just trying to keep Lucas at this uncomfortable mid-range where he really can't get in unless, like, a projectile will be too risky, or even hitboxes will be a little too risky.
A little bit odd that 5 points backed out of that edge guard, because that would have most certainly been the stock, and they, you know, they just kind of dipped.
Yeah, 5 points not being as swift as they need to be on the uptake right here. I'd like to see them go off stage to edge guard Falco just a little bit more, but right now Fiction looking very, very comfortable in this corner right now, just poking ever so slightly at 5 points. And I like that. As soon as they realize it's not going to go well for them, they just dip out of there with that side B.
Yeah, wow, Fiction is going through so many of these rising forwarders that impact landing hitbox. Catches the solutions sometimes. Being at the ledge against Lucas, such a nasty position to be in, but the double jump. 5 points was not able to cover it. 5 points needs any hit right now, and that will be the stock.
Oh boy, okay. Lucas off stage once more. Okay, just keeping them off stage the best they can. They have to find some way to finish their food. Interesting option there. I feel like they could have just shield grabbed. And then,
because anything else really, this should be the stock. It is, and there goes Niagara University's attempt to win. They can still break even.
Not quite yet. They can still break even, but they definitely no hope for a lead at this point. And if they can break even, that would be certainly a miracle. I feel like Fiction has to be playing to keep his stocks rather than go for like these crazy aggressive options as well, and make sure he finishes his food as well. Like you gotta establish such a fat lead right now.
I love the patience, just sitting there waiting, just saying jump. I want you to jump in front of me. I want you to jump in with a button, and we're just able to dash in and up smash. That was really, really good patience with Fiction.
Oh boy. Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm liking it so far though. Fiction is doing such a good job of keeping 5 points away from them. I feel like 5 points needs to start breaking his way in between, because Fiction is getting all the aggression right now.
100% agreed. I feel like 5 points could be doing it a little bit slower too. They're trying to catch in approaches, they're trying to catch jump-ins, but they don't have the lead, Fiction does, and Fiction's not approaching like that right now. Like, Fiction's just waiting and baiting.
They just don't seem very confident with their options. Even these aerials out of shield as well just aren't touching. Like, the spacing is just a tad off, and they're situational. Like, against the spacing, you want to be forcing them to be very, very scared of how they recover, or taking advantage of the fact that they can be quite linear as well. I feel like 5 points is not accessing Lucas's moveset to at least a good enough potential to the point where he can be dealing with everything that Fiction's throwing out right now.
That quote is more than enough to take it. I've got to say, this patience from Fiction, incredible.
Really good patience for sure. Fiction just found his chip hits, and he was winning both like the interactions. Like 5 points was really able to get like 1 or 2 stray hits and not like fully tapping into Lucas's insane combo game. And he didn't really jump off to edgeguard too much as well. Mostly giving Fiction all the free reign he needed to kind of make it. And that's what Niagara needs right now to get back on the board. So Fiction could play another very solid game like that. Then they're gonna be out here.
Yeah, no, just in general, the patience, the baiting was just really, really on point. I feel like 5 points could be, sometimes just pressing a couple less buttons. Sometimes they could just be focused on like breaking in space. Walking is broken. People don't walk enough. 5 points didn't need to commit as much as they needed to. Didn't need to commit as much as they did.
My man looking like 0 points right now. He's got to get something out. He's got to work a little bit harder to get points on the board. But right now, all he has to do is just take. He literally just has to take 1 stock here for a shutout to be secured. So, Godspeed to 5 points. Hopefully, he can do it. Fiction, on the other hand, he's got quite a lot of work ahead of him to do this. And they still have to win 1 more set as well. So their backs are against the wall, super duper hard. Comebacks can happen though. Comebacks can happen.
Yeah,
but we're seeing the switch to Sonic from 5 points. So this could change the dynamic quite a bit more.
Yeah. This is an interesting one. I don't really know what to think of this, so I think we'll just, see as we go. But opting for Smashville, somewhere really small, somewhere where I feel like Falco gets a lot of mileage. Drag down fairs and airs on that mid-platform, massive, huge.
Oh boy.
Like, look at this. They're just able to reset and continue and extend, and the damage doesn't stop because they're just locking Sonic into these air dodges.
Yeah, quite so. I mean, Fiction doing a pretty good job of locking in his conversions really nicely, but now that he's off stage, 5 points has the spotlight on him a little bit. Oh boy.
I'd like to see some attempt to challenge Fiction sort of dashing back and forth. Even though I understand what they're looking for and stuff, if somebody's locked into dashes like that, I think Sonic has more than enough time just to run up dash attack.
The thing is, I think I like the Sonic counter pick a lot more. Just Sonic has an easier time with punishing on Falco rather than Lucas does. Lucas can get quick approaching aerials out there, but Sonic literally has a whiff punish built into his move kit that will do the whiff punish for you.
Oh, falling out of that up tilt, so unfortunate. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Just having access to so much more mobility is going to come in super clutch, and there it goes. That's it. Back it up, boys.
St. Peter's taking it very, very solidly over Niagara. Now, Niagara doing what they've been doing for the every single week of these career battles, which is try to get as much points together as they can. There's still a lot of weeks left in the collegiate so far, so they can get it back together if they manage to secure some wins on some universities and close the gap a little bit so they can avoid other schools getting points as well. So you guys can't give up. Might as well treat it as practice for real tournaments and stuff like that. And just do your best. You know, don't let the L already affect you.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, oh no, sweetie. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's talk about what we just saw.
Oh my.
Jabs and spot dodges and whiff smash attacks and missed punishes? What is happening?
We're at the circus right now, Dar. We're at the circus. Oh boy, okay. Great parry right there by 5 points.
Even better DI.
Yeah,
I can't believe they lived that. I wouldn't have lived that one.
Okay, went for it all, but lost it all as a result of that. Yeah, I guess they were trying to read a jump in of some sort, but you know, 5 points was just very, very aware of it. And now 5 points, as opposed to the first game, is looking way better this game. It seems like they've found their character to deal with Falco, doing what Sonic on Wi-Fi does the best, which is just run over the opponent, attack on a bunch of damage. He's not trying to lose, you believe. Oh my gosh, shot down. We're gonna need a medic right now for this Sonic. Still though, Fiction can close this out and put a set on the board by Niagara right here. The best chance he has to do it at this point. Like he's got 5 points on his last stock. You guys see some solid conversions here.
I mean, yeah, at this point, like they're just trying to go through those through the damage. They tried to connect the up tilt into down air. If they got it like the bounce on the platform, that would have been super, super good. But unfortunately, they didn't. Dropping the extension right there. Ooh, good catch on the high side B. Again.
Yeah, they got hit by it again. You're absolutely right. They just honestly, like, I don't know what it is with people today running into the smash attack. My guys, wait. Just wait for it. Wait for the smash attack.
You could wait. You could drop down, double jump up air. I think the bait is that, like, if you do get up attack, Sonic goes above you or something.
Yeah.
I think that might be the bait. But you could also roll sometimes. Just wait. That one doesn't hit below you.
It can't hit you while you're on the ledge. So good stuff to 5 points, though. Getting himself on the board, extending, saying, okay, I'm going to put in some work for St. Peter's as well. And that's the thing. If I'm a St. Peter's student, I'm still trying to extend our lead as much as possible because the points do add up. I don't know if they rack up all the points at the end. I'd have to assume that they do. Maybe there's bonus points for winning games. I'm not really too sure. I have to ask about that, honestly. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. So I'm guessing 5 points is going to stay on. I think Fiction just got a little too antsy there. They had the game kind of in the palm of their hands at that point, but they rushed it way too hard.
They fumbled the bag.
As opposed to how they were playing against 5 points as Lucas, they were playing so patiently, walling out the best that they could, just playing very reactionary. Now they're getting a little antsy. And I think when Sonic's on the screen, it tends to make a lot of players very antsy because it's like, well, this guy's just running around me at the speed of light. I got to swing too to see if I can counter him before he touches me. So we shall see how it goes from here on out. But St. Peter's just looking to defend, not really defend, but just keep tacking on the extra points that they can provide.
Whatever kind of extra credit they could do at this point. Every single last drop counts.
What is Niagara's top point record right now? Let me look into this a little bit. So far, actually, Niagara, they have won. I apologize because I didn't realize this before. But Niagara University has won one of these crew battles before. They won it against Manhattan College. One of the weeks as well. So they do have already a set win on the board in terms of this league so far. I don't know if there's any other leagues that haven't got any points on the board. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But, however, so they have won one at least. I don't know how many points total each university has. It's kind of just marked up on a sheet at the end of the weeks. But there are 8 weeks, I think, so far. Or does it go any further than 8 weeks?
I am afraid that I don't know.
I think it's 8 weeks from the sheet I'm looking at. So this is we are a little bit over the halfway point for the season right now. After this, there are only 3 more weeks left, I think, before I don't know what happens. Maybe playoffs. I don't know. But so yeah, definitely. If there's any time to start picking up the slack, it's definitely now. So, I didn't realize how common Sonic was at a lot of colleges. A lot of these colleges have Sonics, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Fast Wi-Fi hedgehog go brr. That being said, game number 3 gonna be opting for Battlefield. Yeah, I mean this is the Falco stage, right? This is it's Yoshi's Story and Mario. It's Falco.
Yeah.
He gets that up tilt, buddy, and you're going on a spin.
Falco just loves him some tripods. My man likes to do those vertical elevator combos. You know, the best way he knows how.
Wow, that guy's included. They're not sure what he was looking for because Sonic was nowhere near him.
And it seems like 5 points has hit his stride, definitely a lot more in comparison to how the Lucas was going. He was looking a lot more comfortable and moving around. And I think it's just given how quick Sonic is, he's allowed to maneuver around a lot of Fiction throwing out mid-range as well. Oh boy.
Oh, and not able to get the extension once again, only spiking to the ground. Not able to get those platform bounces that Falcos are always looking to convert off of.
Oh!
Sets up the jab block. Ooh, not able to get the read on the tech in though. Love the attempt. Love those lasers from behind too. Just keeps on tacking on the damage without ever needing to approach. Why are you charging those smash attacks, buddy? Who are you hitting? Not me.
Yeah, lasers really, really good for dealing with it. Okay, just catching on the platform right there. Falco's up smash can reach through a lot of platforms in this game. He's pretty generous with the range that it hits. So I like how Fick can use that to catch the landing or potential runoff right there.
No attempt to go for the 2-frame. Just backs up. Not really sure why.
It seems the 5 points is just trying to do what Sonic does best. Dash around, be quick, whiff punish, eat hot chip. My man also needs to go for those 2 frames. I feel like 2-frame F smash is such a good thing to go for. You literally lose nothing by going for it, just given how little end lag it has. Oh boy.
Yeah, that up tilt was really unfortunate. I swear I saw like one of those hits, but it didn't actually convert into itself. That's just tough.
Ooh. I'd like to see more lasers from like a mid to far range from Fiction. I feel like he could be using them to disrupt 5 points of tempo a little more.
Like the way that he has been using them so far, like yes, he's been occasionally disrupting him, especially out of the corner. But I definitely feel like there's more opportunity for it. Absolutely right. Just a nice, easy way of tacking on damage and just frustrating the opponent. Yeah. That's what moves like that do. They frustrate somebody.
They force the approach a lot of the time as well, because it's like if you have a projectile, well, you got to come over to me. Oh, good. See, he waited. He learned. My man learned from the mistake of doing neutral get up into Sonic's up smash, and he waited that time. Really, really good adaptation right there.
Speaking of adaptation, 5 points is just bringing this game back. Fiction just needs to find a way to clean the stock up so that they can pile it on for the next one. Otherwise, any later, they'll just be falling out of those percent windows, but a fully charged up smash more than enough to be able to take it. How are they going to start this clean stock up? Like a nice blank canvas with Falco combos.
Dear Lord. Okay. Yep. Caught the air dodge really, really nicely. I'm loving the weights from Fiction here. Just to wait
57%, nice and clean.
My man getting wound up on though real quick. Oh boy.
I feel like all the Falco's combo starters are just seeming so committal to the point where like Fiction is now fishing for them, and 5 points is just playing outside of the range. Yeah. Falling there, not gonna get hit by that. Falling forward there, not gonna get hit by that.
I love the epic Fire Emblem like finale music for this match. It's like supposed to be like a Last Stand type theme, but the Last Stand for Niagara has came and went. Now they're just playing for points. But Fiction has something to prove right now. He's trying to prove that Niagara can get some points on the board, nailing that up smash right there and taking it over 5 points.
Nice stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah, I agree. You got to go, man. You got to get out of here.
I feel like all the stocks were taken by up smash, weren't they?
They were. Every single one. Here comes your weekly up smash replays.
Woo!
Top 5 plays of the week. Number 5, we got up smash.
When you get hit by the same option 3 times in the same exact position, I think that's a call out, if anything.
Number 4, we got up smash. Number 3, we got up smash. Number 2, up smash. And finally, number 1, up
Back out.
smash. Up smash.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. Like, that's just like a big call out, like saying, like, hey, you need to be careful about the way that you're landing. You got to be mindful of your drift. You're dropping your shield a little bit too early. I don't know. That's just tough, man.
Just learn how to get off. Just wait on platforms, really. Because Falco does really excel at catching landings, so you got to either mix up your landings quite a bit, or just not go to triplat, dog. Like I don't know why you're not banning triplats against Falco. Falco love triplat.
Sometimes the best thing you can do is just wait. After they hit your shield on plat, see what they do next. Maybe if they push in too far, you can use that as the opportunity to reset. If somebody is pressuring your shield and you're on a platform, you don't have to fight your way out, buddy. Pacifist. You can be peaceful about it. Just wait for them to be the aggressor. Wait for them to hit you a little bit too much, and then gently find your way down. You don't always have to go through an instant out of shield option. You can hold on to it. You can wait. Just slow it down, baby. You know what I mean?
So, we got right here the last stand for the boys at Niagara. Mbrock 12, probably repping Rob versus Ramen. I'm not too familiar with who they play. I know there's a lot of Ramens in Smash. There was Prince Ramen, there's Top Ramen. So many Ramens, but this guy just Ramen. Actually, I don't know. Because I also fought a Ramen at Concrete Throwdown one time who played Snake. So this might be that Ramen, but it also could be Ramen. Ramen pretty...
God bless that Robin shot.
If you go to Smash Data and you look up, which is a site, by the way, you can use to look up any Smash Ultimate player and look at the results, and you type in ramen, how many ramens are there? There are a lot of ramens, and I'm talking an entire page of it. It could be Ramen the Wolf, Ramen the Link, Ramen the Pikachu, Ramen the Lucas, Ramen the Falcon, Ramen the Hero, or Ramen the Sonic. There's so many ramens off of just one search, and then there's a bunch of other ones who I have no clue who their main is. So
it's one of those tags. It's like, how many times have you seen the tag Kamui?
Kamui? Oh my god. Also Ice. Ice is a pretty common tag.
Yeah.
How many fangs are there out there? Let's take a look.
I don't know how many fangs
There's a lot of fangs out there.
Yeah. Who are you to talk about genetic tags? When you got one of them? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
How many Duramgars are there?
The one.
Okay.
Only
one.
So, how many Duramgars are there? There is one who lives in Chile. So let me tell you something. Duramgar from Chile, or rather, should I say, Danilo Gamigas Garrido. He blocked me on Twitter after I messaged him asking for him to sell me his Twitter handle. He blocked me, saying I was trying to steal his personal information. You insecure. Anyways, we have McBrock number 12 up against Ramen. So this is Robin and Gob. Man, what can I say? That's a big boy trying to go up against somebody with a whole bunch of projectiles that keep you out. And Robin's combo game, absolutely ridiculous. But that being said, I've got to say, Mbrock is kind of killing it right now.
Yeah, Mbrock definitely, from what I observed last week, was definitely one of Niagara's stronger players in terms of how they tackled stuff. And I think that's just by nature of also Rob, but my man also looking like he knew how to lock down a lot of his movement as well. I want to see what Ramen here is capable of, because Robin's punish game on Rob is disgusting. She can do so much damage so quickly if she connects even just one arc fire right now.
One arc fire at like 50%, that could be a dead Rob. That could be as many arc fires as he wants. That could be up his back, his smash attacks. That being said, already piling on this damage. Wow. Like the way that Mbrock is just keeping Ramen away, just playing out outside of the range, not really taking these projectile baits or running into them. They're doing a really, really great job. Not able to actually get the gyro conversion that they were looking for.
Yeah, excellent arm rotor right there to just catch the roll back. I love the little roll back, roll forward to catch the roll on stage. Robin's roll is very, very generous, so I'm really glad that Mbrock was able to cover it. Oh boy.
Ooh, gonna be running right into the Oak Fire, dashes out, but said, you know what? I didn't get enough smoke. I'm gonna need to get some more.
So far, like, Robin just kind of struggling to find a way past Mbrock's onslaught of projectiles. I feel like they need to be working on closing space a little bit better and following up off of these arc fires. You know, that it does a lot of damage. Robin could do a lot to go off stage as well. I've seen very, very aggressive Robin play. I've also seen very, very defensive Robin play. Sometimes a little bit of both. This character can be played in a multitude of different ways. Ooh, there we go. Great fair right there to catch the whip punish on that arm rotor right there.
I feel like there a lot of times when I feel like there are a lot of times when Robin could be pushing the advantage a little bit more than pushing the stage control, because I feel like Robin is a wall of a character, but more often than not, they're just either holding the ground where they are, they're not pushing, or they're just, you know, retreating.
Oh boy. Okay, no invincibility left on the ledge right there. Tried to get the down smash after it. I like it a lot, but unfortunately not going to get anything out of it. And now it's looking a lot more even. I think Ramen definitely is like, okay, I'm going to play this mid-range projectile game and just try and tack on damage when I can after you whiff. And it's been working quite a bit. Hasn't really given Mbrock anything they would need.
Who tries to go for the down air, tries to finish it all, like the attempt, a little bit off on the timing. Are they going to be able to get it? Yes, they are. That DI, how do you feel about it?
It's not good. I'll be real. Robin got lots of books in her pockets, so she can be a little dummy thick and a little heavy. You have to DI Rob up air really, really well. The way most people usually do it is you have to go one direction, and then for the last hit, you switch to the other direction. That way, you know, the last hit doesn't actually hit too. It's just the ones that lead up to it that set up into the really, really far one afterwards. Gotta make sure you know how to DI Rob up air because it's such a potent kill tool and it can catch a lot of landings as well, really, really well. Ooh, what? Poke the arc fire. Probably could have gone for a dare or something right there, but no dice.
Yeah, this is like a really, really like close match. I feel like both of them could be getting a little bit more off of some of their hits, especially things like gyro, arc fire. They might be just kind of dropping some stuff, hence why it's so close. Oh boy. Ooh. Nasty position to be in. That could have been so bad.
Yeah. Managing to get a bit. I also feel like Ramen is setting up their arc fires just a little too late a lot of the time. You kind of want to set them up as soon as possible, so that way you just set up an easy ledge trap. You also want to make sure you're not throwing away that Levin sword, because when you rob that kill percent, you want to be able to get it. Mbrock not following his own gyro. You know, the gyro will send you, I believe, in whatever direction Rob is facing once you throw it, I'm pretty sure. And there you go, he gets it. He gets the one he needed.
Yep, that's all it takes.
In fact, the only option that would have gotten caught by that gyro was roll. So, I mean, gotta be aware of how to deal with gyro play at ledge, for sure, when you're fighting Rob. Like, boop. They volleyed it back to him. He's like, I'm sorry you dropped your gyro. You want it back? Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just solid play from Mbrock coming out right there. Just caught on these recoveries really, really nicely, and I think that was the difference maker. It seemed like Mbrock's ledge play was a little bit better than Ramen's ledge play.
Mm-hmm.
So, good stuff. We are now nearing, I believe, set point. But this is what I'm saying, though. This is why you want to lead off with your stronger players, because if they let off with like Mbrock and someone else, whether it be like Tev or Fiction, because I know Fiction was also one of the stronger players. Like, if they let off with Mbrock and Fiction, I feel like they would have had a lot better. I feel like leading off with maybe their weaker players wasn't the right player for Niagara. I could have totally seen this crew battle swing a different way if they had decided to lead off with their stronger players first. Because now, yeah, you've got some strong players at the end. However, it's too little too late.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. If you open up strong, it's so much easier to hold the lead than it is to come back from one, especially because of the mental pressure and like momentum and how that works. I feel like if they switched up the order, then we would have been seeing like a completely different result today.
Oh, definitely. So, no, the differential is being closed up quite a bit, though. I'd say if Mbrock can clutch this game out as well with some stocks to spare, he would at least bring us into double digits, which doesn't make the disparity look too bad, honestly, between Niagara and St. Peter's. So, we'll see. See if Ramen seems to be sticking with the same character. So, stuff. We'll see. We'll see.
Alrighty, so going into game number 2, going into this game, Ramen, just gotta hold your ground, gotta hold the stage, like make sure to really like not give Rob the space he needs to fight his way out. But other than that, they both could just be doing they could both be like a little bit tighter than some of the big combo tools,
Back to the good old land, or rather space, FD, How do you feel about this stage of this matchup? I feel like it works pretty well for both characters.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly how I feel about it, quite honestly. Neither of them have anywhere to go off the ledge. They're going to be landing on the stage. And they're just like both able to like really combo each other into infinity. I would have thought that Robin would have preferred like at least like light flats, just to be able to get some extensions off of them, especially with Arc Fire. You can link multiple ones. So it's strange just to see Robin opt for FD over those.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, though, from... Oh god. Ramen. They've been doing a lot of damage to Mbrock, and they've been closing in a lot of space with these projectiles. It just doesn't seem like Mbrock has firm footing on the ground. Like, every time they try to jump at him, Ramen's been jumping backwards and throwing out a projectile, which I think has been helping quite a bit. Oh boy.
Ooh, I love that little bit of a jump just to sort of force the logo cover back onto the ledge, kind of scared Ramen back away. Tries to go through the gyro setup. How did they get past all those hitboxes?
Oof. I don't know, but they're doing a really, really great job of it, just avoiding everything that Mbrock has been throwing out. It seems like they've been coming alive a bit, now starting to chase a little bit more off stage. Oh, I like that a lot. Great
so much damage. Next hit's definitely going to be it. Forcing all of these low recoveries by jumping back, canceling the end lag of Arc Fire by getting hit by gyro. Don't know if that was intentional, but you know what? Pretty good.
And I like how they've been starting to close in space a lot more. It's been definitely working out quite a bit, I should say. Because they've been threatening this sort of danger zone the entire time against Mbrock. In that they can't really jump in. And if they do get hit by Arc Fire, like, Ramen is always ready to follow up with either a projectile or with forward air, with Loving Sword. Like, looking good. They're looking a lot better than they were game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, how do I say it? Mbrock is just overcommitting so much in neutral that they're getting hit by Arc Fire neutral. I think at this point they could just like bait it out and literally jump in, because that move is laggy and exploitable and punishable like nothing else.
It does send itself at an interesting arc, and I do understand how big Rob is. You can also just like beat it.
Just dash through it.
Yeah, like that right there. You can even roll in, or that works too. That totally works too. Oh boy. Okay, great gyro right there.
I feel like the way they're positioning themselves with the gyro, they're not even able to get like those setups. They're so close to the edge with the gyros just flying off. They're not able to do what it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Just with this like sticking around, they're holding down the neutral.
Hold down the neutral, my child. Okay. And Brock's still trying to get something back right here, though. It is just looking very, very slow. Like, I feel like Ramen has forced Mbrock to play at their pace when that doesn't need to be the case. Because Robin has just so many tools at his disposal to box with Robin and also keep Robin at bay, just projectile-wise, and catching landings off their disadvantage. Like, Rob can do both. Rob is a man who can do both.
Get you a man who does both, honestly. And that being said, they are going to be opting for game 3. Well, not opting. It just so happened that way. It just fell into the cards like that. Yeah, getting hit by these high committal moves in neutral, you're gonna get exploded by Robin. There's like a lot of dashing. There's a lot of shielding involved. Sometimes you just gotta bait. You gotta know what you're looking for. You gotta bait it out, and you can get a big punish, especially if you jump. Rob has the speed to be able to get there in time, and the nice generous hitboxes too.
Yeah, just the space was being enclosed so well that time in comparison to the first game. Like it definitely seems like Ramen turned up quite a bit that game. So we are nearing the set point, or rather match point here for this entire crew battle. This will be the last game. Thank you guys so much for joining us thus far for this Niagara University versus St. Peter's crew battle. St. Peter. And here.
Wait a second. Can you do that one more time, please? Yes.
I can't do it too often.
Did I hear that right?
Am I getting this song though?
You can't change the topic, Sean. Man, I really didn't want to hear that, huh? Devin, I feel like Devin didn't want to either. It just breaks your train of thought. Alrighty, gamers. Game 3, the final game between Niagara University and St. Peter's.
Oh boy.
We're going to be running it to PS2 this time. I'd argue, you know what, both of them kind of thrive on the stage a little bit. So we'll see who falls into the role of the aggressor, who falls into the passive. And we'll see what happens.
This stage 2, I feel like, is also... I feel like Robin's good stages are also Rob's good stages. Like, both these characters kind of can accomplish the same thing in, like, slightly different ways. Is that gonna be
no, just side B.
No way!
You got hit by no side.
No way.
Oh, no.
Your spot got robbed. By Rob.
As Robin. Oh, my goodness. I hate it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, boy.
And then they bounced back. They did it with the same thing.
What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know. Mbrock definitely had a lot of leeway there to establish a pretty good lead, but then just kept getting pegged by Thunder or L Thunder.
Yeah, that's tough. All you have to do is just press that air dodge button, baby. That's it. But you know, that really didn't happen that way.
It do be like that. It do in fact be like that.
Right.
Okay though. Trying to go for the net.
no.
And then Mbrock was like,
I hate the concept of near side B. Something about it is really upsetting to me.
And another arm rotor coming out, not gonna do it just yet. But
I don't think they went through like the long kit of it, right? Like the short one.
Uh-oh. Gotta be careful with here how they get off the ledge, but they are only at 9%, so they don't really have to worry about too much yet. Tried to punish the end leg. Oh, wait a minute.
My gosh.
Hold on. I've heard this song before.
Every time I see it, I just get so worried. Back to L Thunder? Sure, why not? It's 2020, baby. You can't like tunnel vision into trying to always pick up gyro. Sometimes you could just like find, unless you like this is something you've labbed. Sometimes just ignore it. Just ignore it. Focus on what's happening in front of you. You know.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh wait. Oh no, Mbrock could have followed up so much harder off of that, but I don't think he knew how to. Like he just didn't pick the right option to follow up. Oh boy. Now with gyro and a very angry woman with lots of Harry Potter spells at her disposal, what do you do to get off the ledge safely?
Well, I was actually just about to note on that. I think, you know, Mbrock was doing a good job of just waiting for Garmin to press some unnecessary buttons. They'd wait, get up attack, wait, get up attack, wait, get up attack. And I've seen him get off the ledge that way multiple times. This time, just jumping right into Garmin's clutch is going to get hit by that 4-liter. Wow.
Oh boy. Okay. Just trying to be as safe as they can right now. I'm loving Mbrock's butt pressure right now under Ramen. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Niagara is going to get double digits to win this. But...
They waited the O-dodge. They didn't get the punish.
Oh, that was time to go for side. You could have caught the tech immediately. There's nothing they could have done. That was definitely the time to side B right there. Also, no up smash out of shield at all from Mbrock I've seen so far. It's pretty quick and it scoops up on aerials pretty nicely if characters don't land safely. Like that would have been a prime time to do it right there and it just didn't happen.
No up smash this time. Really, really good mashes coming out. But that is most definitely going to be it. That means, what does that mean? That means Saint Pelly, right?
That'll be, I believe, 9. No.
Why I say St. Pelly? What's wrong with me?
St. Perry. 19 to 10, so they did bring it into double digits. My only question is, why didn't they lead off with Mbrock and Fiction? It seems like they are consistently Niagara University's strongest players. I feel like if they want to be securing these W's, they got to lead off strong and just, you know, hope that their leads are established enough. Maybe you leave Tev towards the latter half or like middle-ish, you know, and just space out their other players around that. I feel like they would have gotten a lot more mileage. Because like Mbrock and Fiction did a great job. They managed to secure 2 set wins, albeit dropping, you know, games both times. But like they looked good. They looked perfectly competent and they knew how to close out their stocks. So I don't know. It all comes down to strategy, I feel like, and how you place your players. But regardless, that will be it for St. Peter's versus Niagara University. St. Peter's taking it pretty convincingly, 19-10 against Niagara. So yeah, that's going to be it for this time slot. We still got one more set, I believe. But in the meantime, if you have been enjoying the stream, please drop a follow to both EGF, SSBU, and official EGF on Twitch to see more of this hot collegiate Smash action. You can also drop a follow to our technical director, Mr. Devin 3000. He also operates under the banner of House of 3000, who is probably Tri-State's most prominent organization, or just a bunch of dudes who are doing some cool-ass stuff for Smash.
And of course, if you aren't already, you should be following at Fang9S on Twitter. You should be following him on his streams. He makes fantastic Smash streams. His tweets are, but his YouTube channel at Fang Plays is also really, really good as well. He posts all sorts of great content. You can find me at Smash on Twitter. If you'd like to see some garbage content, you could follow me on Twitch, Galia, which is my tag with a little IA at the end, and YouTube, coming soon, TM. With that being said, we're going to quickly cut to a break. Thank you so much, everybody who's been watching thus far. Stay tuned for some more Smash action. We'll see you guys in a bit.
GG's, folks.